Expressions Podcast live again. And today I'm here with one of my favorite fucking producers in the underground. I've been
There
tapping
you
into
go.
him for over
A couple
I think it's
months
been like
now.
years and years and years
You think
now.
it's been years?
Even before like I was even more of a person talking to people underground. Yeah, like some of your older shit with like garments and shit like that. Like
For
yeah,
sure, for
from a
sure.
minute ago. Yeah, so it's been some years now, which is insane. But I got a legend of the pod and absolutely gonna be a have a stellar career when it's all said and done. The legendary 16 Or is here today.
Sir,
Or
yes, sir.
welcome to
Thank
the
you for
show.
having me, man. We
Dude,
could have been to this. It was all my fault, really. Like you asked me months ago to do this shit. It just took me a lot to get on here,
dude,
man.
dude,
We're
dude,
here
dude.
doing it, so we're good, man. It's all
Bro,
good.
it's all love. Listen, we're here right now, right now, right now, right now. That's all that
Yes,
matters.
sir.
That's all
For
that
real.
matters. Or man, start us off. Tell the people where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida, man. Born and raised.
Yes, sir.
We
What
live.
can
I
you
live like
say?
right next to downtown out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
What can you say about Orlando, Florida? I think when a lot of people think of Orlando, Florida, they think of Disney. They may think of the
Disney
magic.
tour.
But what can you
Yeah.
say about Orlando actually growing up there?
Orlando, man, it's just I don't know, like I really just be inside the house a lot, so like I don't really be doing outside too much stuff, but like Orlando is home for me, so there's a lot of love for the city out here. There's not much of a music scene out here, which kind of sucks, but like I feel like people around me are starting to try to get some shit going, but like Orlando is lit, bro. Like I live right next to downtown, so we be going to the clubs on the weekend and turning up, so Orlando's lit, man.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I know you can't see this man, but 16 Or is just giving off an incredible vibe, man. This man's energy, he's out there in Orlando killing shit. I know for a fact he's out at the clubs running around, man, doing some
Oh yeah,
wild ass
100%,
shit.
100%. Doing some dumb shit for sure, but we be
Hey man,
outside.
nothing wrong with doing some dumb shit, man. It's necessary ever so often.
You already
So
know,
Aura,
man.
man, why are we even on this podcast right now? How did you start making music? Why did you start making music right now? Give me
Man,
the
it was
story.
just senior year of high school, man. I was just fucking at home, like, cause I had early release that year, so I would get off school at like noon. So I'd be at home
Good
I'd be
days,
at home
bro.
not
Same
doing
shit.
shit.
Same
So I was like,
shit.
and like I always felt like I had a deeper purpose. So I was like, bro, like I even tried doing like YouTube with video games and shit, cause I was really into video games when I was younger. But I was like, I never really fell in love with it. So like, and I always had been a big fan of music. Like music runs in my family. My dad is a DJ. My uncle's a DJ. My grandparents played the French horn and shit.
Wow.
So like I'd just be at home like with no purpose and like I was trying to figure out like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like I knew I didn't want to work a job. Like I still don't have a fucking job. Like I didn't want to work a fucking job for the rest of my life. So I was like, bro, like what am I gonna do? And I absolutely love music. Music got me through some tough times. So I just started fucking watching like beat breakdowns on, some Pierre Bourne type shit. That's like my main influence starting out was Pierre Bourne. Just like looking at like people remake songs he made or just make Pierre Bourne type beats. And I was like, damn, this shit looks like I could do it. Like, I want to try this shit. And at first, I didn't have a laptop. So I was like asking my like dad, like, yo, can I get a laptop? Blah, blah, blah. Cause I knew he would support me doing music since he was like really big into music too as a kid. So I had to wait for fucking Christmas. It was Christmas 2019 is when I got my laptop. And that's the day I made my first beat. So I basically started like the beginning of 2020 is when I first started out. So yeah.
Wow. That is so cool. What you mentioned earlier though about how your whole family into music. Your dad was a DJ, your grandparents, fucking up that French horn. What was it like to be around all those people who had such a passion for music as well? Like, do you remember like going to maybe your dad was doing like a fucking wedding or something like that? Whatever it may be,
Uh,
DJing something, whatever it may be. Do you remember like being around that? What was that like?
that's the thing that kind of sucks is even though they do you would think I was around all that shit and like you would think that they influenced me to make music, but like really my dad kind of gave up the DJing when kids. So I actually just saw him DJ for the first time last week. We had like his buddies that used to promote back in the day for the clubs that he was DJing. He threw like a birthday party and he was DJing there. So I mean, I haven't really been around like my uncle DJs downtown, and we just recently started going to see him like DJing shit. But like, really, there wasn't too much influence from them to like make music. There was never like them pushing me to like
Yeah,
make music or nothing. I
yeah.
remember when I was a kid, I don't know why the fuck, I asked for a fucking guitar, and my other uncle who plays the guitar and drums, he bought me a guitar, and I was like, wow, give me a guitar. Like I never used that shit at all. I don't know why I asked for it, but yeah, there wasn't like too much. I wasn't really around music growing up. My grandma tried to teach me how to play piano, but I didn't really fuck with it like that when I
Yeah.
was a kid. So I was just like, I wish I learned to play piano now, like, but nah, I don't really. I'm not musically trained. I just it really started from me just fucking. I just love music, and then I
Yeah.
just put two and two together. I was like, holy fuck! Like it looks like I could do this shit. Like I'm gonna just start making it for myself. Like it was really all by myself motivated. I feel like
Yeah.
so.
No, yeah, no, yeah. I definitely see what you're saying. I guess for me though, I was saying I did think it's cool though the fact that your grandma's like, yo, let me try to put you on the piano right now. Even
Oh
that,
yeah,
regardless of what you do with it, but I think that's cool. But obviously you poking around, finding it yourself when it was ready for you though,
yeah, hundred
when it was
percent.
ready for you. And that's the biggest part of that. It's like when you feel okay, music, it's time to really lock in and figure this shit
Yeah,
out.
it's like I was guided to it. Like God guided me towards my fucking
Exactly.
passion when the time was right. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. I love it, man. So, Aura, I mean, dude, I was going through just all of the songs you produced. First and foremost, I like to say clearly one of the hardest working producers in the underground. It's not
That's all I
close.
do,
It's
bro.
not close. Do you,
That's
do you
all
know
I do,
that? Do
bro.
you know that, 16 Aura? Do you know that you're one of the hardest working
I
guys?
don't know if other people see it like that, but I mean, I really just be cooking up all fucking day. Like right now, I graduate. I got my 2 year degree in college, so I'm done with college, and I currently am unemployed. So like, I literally just fucking wake up, come to my goddamn studio, and fucking cook up beats. So
That is so
you
fucking
know,
real, bro. Nah, just dedication to the craft, man. Your love for the craft, man. It's so beautiful to hear something like that. But yeah, your catalog is so ridiculous. I'm gonna go through some of it right now and sort of give people an idea where we're at if you're not hip to this, man. I mean, the shit you have with Lifeless Garments is absolutely ridiculous. Signs of Being Crazy is your biggest one together,
oh
almost at
yeah,
100K now. Outflex Me at 35K, one of my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
songs. I Love Myself, 44K now. Lean Taste, ridiculous song. That with Keizo too. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
68K. Evil Dead with Zick Kid. I mean, if you've heard that song, yeah, you know it's good. Bail, 14K, that's an older one too, from a minute
Dude, there's
ago.
some crazy stories about I Love Myself and Bail, bro.
Please, love to hear them.
Bail, basically, whenever I like, so basically when I first started producing, it was all before Ken Carson wave, right?
Yeah.
It was all like Pierre Bourne type shit, and I wasn't making good beats at the time. I don't know if you know anything about like VSTs and shit, but I literally only had Purity for my whole first year. Like I wasn't, I didn't even have a name my first year. Like I wasn't tapped in with no producers or nothing.
Okay.
So I hadn't had anybody on any beats yet. Like Lifeless Garments was the first person to hop on one of my beats. And
That's insane.
it was because I paid for a placement. Okay. But that's how you know, like if you invest in yourself at the right time and the right energy, like, shit could happen. So basically I had paid $40 for a placement off of Garments back when he went by Vamp League. And that's when Bail came about. And he ended up fucking with the song so much that he wanted me to like just like wait off and not drop it, and he wanted to put it on Live Vamp Die Vamp. So I was like, say less, bro. Like that shit's lit. Like I had never had a song out before, so I was like, bro, this shit's fire. Like I wanted to work with him, and like now he's like wants to put it on his album, so like this shit's fire. And then with I Love Myself, this was around the time bloodpact got started. So when bloodpact got started, me and Leak, like I had worked with him before, but me and him aren't really like tapped in like that because obviously he's a bigger artist. Like he obviously doesn't really care that much about like these smaller ass producers that
Mm.
aren't really tapped in like that. So so he started up bloodpact, and then my boy Zit Kid got in there. And without Zit Kid, I probably wouldn't even be in bloodpact, bro, because whenever he first started bloodpact, he wasn't like responding to my messages because I swiped up on his story and been like, yeah, bro, like I'll join, like I want to be in this, blah, blah, blah. And like he didn't look at it, but I think Zit Kid like told him like, yo, like Pete, my boy Aura, like this and that, like you worked with him before type shit. And then so basically he finally opened my DMs. He was like, all right, let me hear what your beats are sounding like nowadays. So I sent him 3 snippets of 3 beats I had, and one of them was the song to I Love Myself. So, that's
Wow.
how that shit came about. So yeah.
Dude, that's so, so dope. I just wanted to bring up again though with the bail story, how copping the placement not
Oh yeah.
only, yeah, did it get was it worth it? But it paid dividends into the future. I mean, look at all the songs I just named that you have with him now because you know invested into yourself. I really really fuck with that, bro.
That shit
Um,
jump started my whole career, man. For real, for real.
that's crazy. He was the first person ever to get on one of your beats, man. That's a
Yeah.
legendary story, man. That's a really legendary story. So obviously, like I said, so many songs with him. Oh, another great song that you guys have is Endless Miles.
Yep, yep.
That song's gas. Some of my other so I'm just gonna like talk about some of my other favorite songs for me because you have so many fucking songs. It's actually insane.
I
Silent
be
Cat
sending that hella.
Blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout is so crazy. Such a good song. You have some
Hmm.
fire songs with NWOLX, Any Other Way, which is at like over
Love that
20K.
song.
Same with My Way, and then Culture is super fire.
Mm.
Metro XO probably. That song is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
You have Better by Sleeping Relics on with that Underwater's page.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, with Mortality, incredible song. You have so many hits with Damien, right? DMXM, that's how you say his name?
Demon. I think it's
Demon?
Demon.
Demon?
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize. Trying to get all the names right here. But Red, Shopping, I Can't, Come and Go, like, yeah, all are insane. You have so many good songs with Dark Glow too. I think it's underrated combo.
Dark Low. Yeah, he's one of my favorite in the underground too,
He's
for
so
sure.
hard. Say My
Yeah.
Name, Don't Stop, Backpedals is gas. Backpedals is gas. I love that
Yeah.
fucking song. Tally the One, looking the best on my page. One of the most underrated Tally songs. People wake the fuck up, please. That song is so good. Imported, copy me, a couple other with him. Uh, you have a shit ton of songs with the villain too, who I just found
Oh
out
yeah.
that you was in.
Yeah.
That's your man's too. I fuck with
That's
him. He's
my
such a
bro
good
for
dude.
sure. Hmm.
Another dude I love your production with is Zongoso. Dilated was one of the
Oh, man, for
hardest
sure.
songs I heard last year. I love that fucking song.
Diet,
Um,
yeah.
I could go on for another 70 years here about all the
Hmm.
other fire ass songs that you've made, but we'd probably run out of time at that point. Or man, at this point, from a producer perspective, you know, taking that bet on yourself those years ago to working with garments to now seeing what the body of work has grown to. You know, you have two playlists on your SoundCloud. It's like over 80 songs plus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What does the success feel like, man? The numbers, the songs, hundreds of thousands, millions of streams that you're responsible for, man. What does that feel like?
I mean, I feel like I'm really underlooked as a producer right now. I feel like I don't really have any like, major big placements besides garments yet. So, I have like other people I still really want to work with that I haven't yet. I don't know if you're tapped in with OSM Capo,
Fire.
Brent's Revenge, that's my boy. You gotta
Yeah.
tap in with him too. Skate Star, I really want to work with Skate Star really
You
bad.
guys would make a
Uh
sick song. Let's speak that into existence right now. Skate
Star
Star for
is probably
sure.
my
Tap
favorite
in.
in underground for sure.
That
Skate
ass.
Star, it'll be cool, hard rock and thrash and all of them, but it's definitely cool, like, finally making money off streams and just like at least I have like something, going for myself. Like it's not just like me still producing in my bedroom. Like it's still like all over the internet right now for me. But like at least I can show my parents and be like, yo, like look at this. Like my song got 100 is about to get 100K, sounds being crazy, like shit like that. That's just like a cool feeling. Like people can understand like I'm really putting in work. Like I'm not just out here just making beats, like I'm actually making the shit happen. So, it's a cool feeling. I really don't feel like any egotistical about it, like, oh, I produced this song or this song,
Yeah.
but it's just like, I just feel good that like people will actually use my beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause I came from, when I first started out, no one was using my fucking beats. So, that's originally why I started hopping on them in the first place, because no one was fucking using them. I'm like, bro, like I want to hear someone on this shit. So I was like, it's cool that people will use them now. People will ask me for beats, will buy beats off me. Like that shit's a fucking blessing, bro. So like I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah. I mean, I loved everything you said there. I will say I do think though, like most importantly, one of the things you've done, and I'll just speak for this for myself, like I named so many songs that you produced and you're one of those producers where your tag is ingrained in my brain for whatever reason. Like I just
Really?
like the moment I hear it, I'm like, I know this is gonna be fire. So like for me
The
personally,
fire.
I could speak for my brother, some of my friends who I put your music onto, just people in the community in general. Like you've given me so much enjoyment just listening to your production. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And everyone else in the community, they know you're the real deal. And I do think you're underrated. I genuinely do think you're underrated. I'm surprised. looking through it, like I'm definitely surprised. I expect seeing it like a couple bigger, not like bigger placements like it turns, just like a bigger,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But the thing about you though is fuck all that because I think a lot of people you work with right now that you're kind of staying down with and working with them and you're building a
oh yeah,
catalog with them are gonna blow up. So like
100%.
you're gonna obviously benefit greatly from that as they, you know, lock in with you further and you guys keep
Yeah.
dropping shit. Like, yeah. But yeah, dude, it's really been a pleasure to see you even go crazier so far. Because, dude, again, you're one of my favorite producers out here. And now what I want to talk about is how would you describe your production style? You mentioned Pierre Bourne being a huge inspiration. I could
Mhm.
definitely see that. For me, you just have these psychedelic, crazy beats, man. Like I don't know where you come up with any of this shit, but it's very distinctive to you, though. It's very distinctive.
Mhm.
Like I feel like you have your own sound, even though I feel like a lot of people are trying to get on that same sound, or in this, in like
Mhm.
people are all trying to make this similar. I don't know what the fuck you'd call it. I'm not good with the genres of this underground stuff, to be honest, or
Yeah,
because
yeah, I
there's
don't know.
there's a
It's like,
million different names for everything. Every day it's a different
oh
like
yeah,
like
100%.
I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with it. But your production style is so interesting to me. It resonates so much with me for whatever reason. How would you describe it, man? And what are you trying to get the listeners to feel? Maybe emotions to feel, when they hear your shit.
I just want them to like. I just want them to, turn up when they hear my shit, or like if I'm making a sad beat, I want them. I just like it's like what you said. You just want them to fucking feel the beat, bro. Like a lot of people just like throw some shit together and it might sound good, but like not everything has feeling behind it. And I think my main thing is I always try to find new music, and once I find new music that I like, I always try to like make similar shit to it. So like I have inspirations because like Skate Star, he's not hopping on the same beats as everyone else. So like
No.
I like will incorporate some Skate Star shit with like maybe some Garments or Cardi or Ken Carson. Like I listen to so much music that like I just kind of like gravitate towards certain sounds, I guess, and make my own shit. Because I really don't feel like I have a sticker sound. Like every beat I make, like I can't make the same type beat two beats in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like if I make a like Garments type beat right here, like I need to make some like way different shit on my next one and like an emotional beat here and there. But like I don't know, like I'm very influenced by the underground right now, very influenced by my peers. Barlos with my 808s influenced me a lot. Obviously, early on, Pierre Bourne influenced me. Definitely Starboy and Out of Town with the new Ken Carson shit influenced me a lot. Because I swear to God, once that fucking Ken Carson shit came out, it was like a rebirth in my fucking producer shit, bro. It was like life was brought back into my producing. It was like the way Pierre Bourne made me feel at first when his wave was on, like it was like kind of dying out with the new gen music.
Yeah.
And then that Ken Carson shit came out, and I was like, God damn, bro, like this shit's fire. Like I'm gotta make shit like this. So like I don't really know how. What do you think you could describe my sound as? I really don't know, bro. Like
I mean,
I
that's
I,
yeah.
I gravitate towards like more ambient shit. I feel like, and really naturally, I feel like I make melodic shit better. But obviously, when I'm cooking up for certain artists, I gotta like turn into my like ego, like dark shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I listen. I completely understand where you're coming from, and that's what I was kind of saying before. It's so hard to describe it because this is the underground. Everything's brand new, so I feel like we just like put labels on everything, just like because we're
Mhm.
human beings and we do that for
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
reason. And I don't even know what half of them mean, more than half of what these labels mean. So for me, I just when I hear aura, obviously I know this shit's gonna be crazy, and I'm just expecting the best. Dude, what's the story about that tag, man? That tag is just amazing. Like it's
God.
just one of those tags that just works. It just works. Every time I hear it, it works. What's the
You think
story of
so?
it?
I was thinking about getting a new tag soon. I just got to
Wow.
figure it all out. But because I've had that tag for so long, because originally my name was fucking Rocket. It was spelled
Rocket.
Roccet. And I had, it was kind of a corny name and like I had a corny tag with it. But then once I got that placement with the Garments, that's when I was like, all right, I need to like turn into like a real producer, like a real name. Like, what is my name going to be? Came up with 16 Aura. And then I really just went on Fiverr, and I think it was like an Asian girl or some shit. I just like paid her like $15 or something. She sent me like 5 different tags, and then I just threw all some effects on it, and that's how it came about, really.
That's fire. Yo, shout out Fiverr for getting 16 order right
Fiverr,
there.
100%, hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah, I'm a huge fan of your tag. If you change it though, I trust it will be just as fire though. So I trust you. I trust
I
you.
probably still use the old one too, but like
Yeah,
I just want a newer one. You know, like Pure Born, he probably has like 4 tags, 3 tags. Metro got a couple tags. Like I want like
yeah,
multiple tags. You know what I'm saying?
of course. No, it's definitely nice to
Yeah.
switch it up. What's you keep bringing up Pierre Bourne. I'm a huge Pierre Bourne fan for a long
Oh
time,
yeah.
man. What is your favorite Pierre Bourne song? Pierre Bourne song, excuse me. What's your favorite Pierre Bourne beat? It could be on a Pierre Bourne song, excuse me, too.
That's so hard, bro. That's so hard. Hmm.
My favorite song,
My, yeah. What's your favorite song?
ah,
Mine has to be on T Lot 4, 100%.
yeah, obviously. I was gonna
I
say
think mine might be Horoscopes. Either
horoscope.
Horoscopes or Doublemint. And Mary Curie. Those
I
are
was
my
gonna
top three
say
here.
Marie Curie. Was playing that like 2 days ago, randomly
That
came
song is
up.
a fucking vibe, bro.
I was gonna say Doublemint is definitely up there for me.
Doublemint. That beat goes crazy too. Doublemint goes crazy.
Insane. I would say though, I would say, hold on. Why even try? I would say stereotypes, routine, guillotine. Nah, I can't.
Guillotine goes
I'm
crazy.
gonna just say the whole. I'm gonna say the whole album, bro. I'm gonna say the whole album.
T
Absolutely.
Lot 4 is, I think that might be a top five all time album for me, bro. Like T Lot 4 is fucking crazy fire, bro. That shit is so slept on.
Bro, that one summer it came out, it was on the
Oh
whole
my.
time. Months
That's when
like
I that's when I found out that he made music at that point, and as soon as he dropped it, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know he made songs too. So I clicked on it and I listened, and that shit was crazy, bro. I remember I was fucking high as shit off my pen. I was like, fuck, this shit hitting right now, bro. That shit was crazy.
not that ass. Yeah, his music is really something. It was an incredible moment in history. Like to see a producer like that just
Mhm.
make one of the best pieces of music I could ever hear in my life. Like I used to listen to some of his music on SoundCloud. Just in general, he had it out like the earlier T-Lops, whatever, but I never was like really listening to him. I knew he kind of made
Mhm.
music, but T-Lot 4 came out. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I didn't know that he was the best artist in the world. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah, T Lot 4 is some of the best vibey music you can find out there, bro, for sure. And the fact that it like transitions and he produced the whole shit himself, like that's some Kanye level type shit right there, bro.
Nah, it's fake. It's actually fake. Like he is such a legend for that. I just heard a snippet of Sofago on a new Pierre Bourne beat.
Really? That shit would go stupid too.
It sounded
Fago is fire, bro. Fago is fire.
he's fired, but there's something just missing for me still. I don't know what it
Really?
is. I love
No,
nah,
his newer shit, I feel like he was trying to get like darker and more influenced by the underground, but his singing shit, though, his singing shit goes crazy. His
bro.
older shit.
Bro, please take me back to when Off the Map first came
Oh
out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was the biggest Sofago fan in the world, man. Yeah,
Finding Off the Map was like finding Yale by Ken Carson, bro. Like it was
literally,
like a new
similar.
fucking experience type shit. That shit was fire.
Exactly. Like, what is this shit? Yeah, such great
Yeah.
times, man. Such great times. So, Aura, man, we've I've sat here and praised you for being one of my favorite producers, and which is a fact. But at the same time, this man is an artist. This man is an
Yeah.
artist and just dropped 5D, his tape not too long ago now.
Hmm.
You're a plug and B artist though. A plug and B artist. You you don't make those sorts of beats for other people to my knowledge. I don't really hear them much at least. And
Well,
but yeah, please go just break
originally I
down.
was making melodic shit. I really was into that shit.
Yeah.
But like no one was hopping on my like that. So I was like, bro, I gotta switch it up. I gotta do and like, Garments, he isn't gonna hop on those beats. Like the people I'm tapped in with, like who do you hear in the underground, like in our like vicinity, or even people you fucking interviewed? Who do you like who's hopping on those types of beats, bro? Like not
I
many
love
people.
plug and B though. I love plug and B. I'm
No,
apparently not
100%.
in the norm though, because no one else does. Everyone's like, oh, that shit's dead. I disagree. I love that shit. I love it, bro. Oh, I was
Yeah.
just on talking to Allure. He's a host and a prod, and
Mhm.
he uh he has this crazy Glock 40 spaz song on his page, but it's a classic Glock plug and B song. And I'm like, bro, he should just make this, right?
Yeah,
The
Glock
next
40
type
has a plug
song.
and B tape, is that right?
Hmm?
Does he has a plug and B tape, Glock 40?
Yeah, Spaz and B. Spaz and B.
Yeah.
It's one
That's
of the
crazy.
best
I need to
pieces.
hear that. I still haven't listened. I heard like a snippet one time. I was like, "What the fuck?" He has a plug and B. Like, I haven't tapped into it yet though.
All right. I'm gonna send you this right after this. Plug and B is, in my opinion, one of the like top three piece of plug and B music ever. You could quote me on this if you guys don't agree. And again, no disrespect to the Legend Summers, Autumn,
Yeah,
etc.,
they
Can
brought it
Can.
into the light. They did.
Listen, Glock 40 Spaz and B. It's really not much better than it, in my opinion. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Regardless, why did you start to sing on it? I remember you did mention though, because no one's hopping on your beats in general. But what about plug and B in that genre is like attractive to you, and like you make music, that sort of music. What about it do you like so much?
I like I just like expressing my feelings because like really I'm a really spiritual person. I'm really spiritually minded, and when I was a kid, my like even to this day, my favorite music ever is Drake's old R&B shit. Like what's it called? Take Care, and the album before that, I think what's the album before that?
Take care.
It's is it it's
The
oh yeah, Thank Me Later. Thank Me
thank
Later.
you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
And yeah, that's my favorite music ever, bro. Like that's my shit. So and that's why I fuck with Fago too whenever he was on that singing shit. Cause I like singing shit, bro. I
I
like to
agree.
sing. I like to, I was like a lover. I'm like, that's how I kind of describe my artistry is like some swaggy lover boy type shit. Like that's how I would describe it. But like a lot of my older music, because I actually released two EPs in 2021 when I
Hmm.
first started making shit. But it was all my beats and it was completely mixed by me without anyone else's preset, and it was just ass. Like those two EPs were ass, so I took them off my SoundCloud. But that was more of me being like a lover boy in like a not a good way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was
Yeah,
more me being like a clingy, like
yeah,
unconfident, like insecure version of it. To where now like 5D is like me kind of like stepping into my like confidence and caring a little less about women, but still like being spiritually minded towards what I'm doing. And even though like I get with like, do whatever I do with girls or go out or do whatever, drink, like I know what I'm doing on a like spiritual level. I'm just like being conscious about what I'm doing, but still having like, my young fun years, you know what I'm saying?
of course, of
So
course.
like 5D was kind of like me expressing that in like a way that I felt was like more true to myself. I'm trying to switch up the swag a little bit. I don't want to like just because I know it doesn't resonate with everybody. I don't want to just sing on every single song, especially if you're trying to be like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even characterize myself as a rapper with the shit I put out. Because like if you listen to the songs I dropped after, I don't know if you have Heart So Cold and Chains On Too.
Hmm.
Those songs are not like it's not really rapping too much. It's more like singing shit. Like I
Yeah,
like melodies and like that's just what my ear gravitates towards. I grew up, like I said, listening to Drake's R&B shit. I was listening to Kanye shit growing up, so that's where I get a lot of my influence, and I just feel like I just feel things on like a heightened like sense of level. You know what I'm saying? I feel like emotions hit me like differently, so I like to express my emotions, and obviously being a spiritual person, like I want to spread love out in the world, and you know what I'm saying? Because also XXX Tentacion, like I look up to him and how he treated fans, and because he obviously was at first, but then he like kind of like became spiritual, and then was more enlightening towards his fans and wanted everyone to be a family, and that's ideally how I would act towards my fans. And his music was mostly sad shit, so I can't really listen to that all the time. I don't want to be sad. I want like even gone through sad times, and like that shit has helped me. I'm happy, so I want to like express my happiness, and hopefully other people feel like happy listening to my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like not all my shit isn't like turn up like go crazy at the fucking concert type shit. Like some of it's just like chill, like happy vibes type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, dude, first and foremost, and thank you so much for your transparency and just being real about what exactly 5D was. And, I loved how you sort of went back to the music you made in your earlier career, kind of describing how, you were a completely different person then, sort of have you grown as a person, you got more confident, you felt like this is more of an accurate representation of who you are and what you're passionate about. And I don't think there's anything wrong about being more attracted to a melodic sound, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
agree. I love when people sing, man. I love when people put that raw emotion, like that energy into it. And again, it doesn't even
Yeah.
have to be singing, just like for example, like Dirtball.
Oh yeah. I
Like
know
the
different.
energy he puts into that shit is real. He's not
That
faking
shit's
that. He
raw.
didn't have
Mhm.
to like work himself up. He walked in the studio and he just started yelling. Like
Screaming in that bitch.
you didn't have to be like, yo, dirtball, but turn the energy up, bud. No, that was never a
Yeah.
hack. He just
Hmm.
comes with that. And yeah, and I love to hear that about you, man, how you just are expressing yourself on that. So dude, yeah, I have no problem. Sing that shit. Sing the fuck. And
Hmm.
dude, people are fucking with it. Right my wrongs. 43,000 streams. That is
Yeah, yeah,
insane.
yeah.
I was telling you this over the text. Bro, most people never get over 10K, 5K. You have
The only
43K
reason
on
why
a
I give
song.
myself a little less credit for that is because I did buy a Jace repost for that song. But like a Jace repost back when I bought it would guarantee you like 3, 4,000 plays. But like that
Not
song actually did go crazy
43.
though.
Dude, there's
Yeah,
no listen, I bought my fair share of reposts. There's not one repost that's getting you 43K on any song. Like it has to be
yeah,
good and people actually have to go listen to it. Like real people
hmm,
have to be
yeah.
like, oh, I like this song. And it's a fire ass song though, too. You know that. Even
I
like Don't Feel
appreciate
the
that.
Same, 7.1K, Chains
Hmm.
on 4.1, 4.5. And then obviously 5D just came out, but yeah, dude, like people are fucking with it. I encourage more, man. Put your soul into this shit. I fucking love it. What can we expect
Yeah.
though from 16 or the artist the rest of this year? Another tape? What's good?
The thing is, it takes me a long time to make tapes. Like it probably took me like 4 months. Like it's like a little embarrassing, but it took me like 4 months to
Yeah.
put out, and it's only 4 songs. So it's just because I prioritize my producing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more like I get like paid off of my producing, and like my artistry isn't making me no money. So I kind of gotta focus more on producing right now. And I kind of just like producing more, anyways. It comes more naturally to me.
Yeah.
I'm a more introverted person, so like, and I really be in the house a lot. So it's like this year, one of my goals was to like, go outside and experience more shit and like get more tapped in with people around me just so I could have more experience and like talk about more shit. Because right now, like I'm kind of like I don't really have so much subject matter to throw out there. So it's like I'm definitely gonna drop some shit this year. I want to switch up the sound a little bit though. I still want to do some singing shit, but I want to work with the producers in bloodpact. I want to
Yeah.
work with the producers that I'm cool with, and like Zit Kid. I got some shit with him probably coming soon. I want to work with Mortality and Kami and all them. Those are my boys. So I really want to hop on my friends, beats. So like I gotta learn how to, come a little differently with a new swag. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, nah, I mean, when you mentioned Zick, Mort, Kami, you definitely gotta come a bit different, yeah, for sure. Because those like there's
100%.
like Kami beat, bro. That shit is gonna be like 190 BPM, sound like a kid.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, you gotta be ready for something like that. But I love it though, man. I love it. So
Mhm.
you mentioned Blood Pack a good amount on so far in the episode, man. Tell me about Blood Pack. You gave sort of the origin story about how you joined through Zick Kid, sort of gave the head nod to everyone like, yo, he
Mhm.
needs to be a part of this. What has it been like to be in a group like that? I've had a lot of the producers from Blood Pact on, like Laveau, Mars, Mort, Kami. Everyone is ridiculous
Yeah,
in there. From yeah. So talk to me. What is it like to be a part of that group of guys, and what has it done for you in your career?
man, it's a blessing to be in there, man. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. You know, just being in a part of like a common group where everyone has like a common goal. Like we're all trying to bring each other up and trying to like be original and have our own swag. And the visual artists in there that make our covers and shit, bro. They're fucking insane, bro. And they're making all my new covers for my new music, and they made Cynical made my cover for me. I had sent her a picture and told her like what I kind of wanted to look like, and she made me some completely new shit. So it's just I'm really thankful. And all my beat posts that you see, all those visuals, except for my last one, all those visuals are from Artie in there. Artie is one of our visual guys, so I just like having a tight knit group of people. Like Blood Pact over the years has been through some shit, man. Especially with like league people. Some people just get rubbed the wrong way and switch up, and we've been through a lot more people than there are in there now. People got kicked out, people left. But the people in there now is just a tight knit group of people. We all got the same goal. Like we're not on no bullshit. Like we're just trying to like go up. You know what I'm saying? We all have the same goal. We want to make music for a fucking living. So having people like that just like encourage you to be yourself and be like, going to the top with them is like, it's really a blessing. And I'm thankful to be a part of it. Because without being in a group like that, you kind of feel like you're out on your own unless like if I was outside like with a bunch in real life doing shit, then maybe I feel like I was doing something. But like I really meet people in real life that are like trying to really make it off the music shit. So just being a part of an environment like that is like just inspiring for me to continue to create and be my best self and continue pushing out the art, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. I think it's so cool how you're able to have someone who do your covers, someone who do your visuals like that, and obviously
Uh,
other producers to push you to collab with, and obviously the artists in there as well that you can work with. It's really cool to have that all at your disposal, and it's all love, it's all supporting each other, and like you said, common goal. We're all trying to make a living off this music shit or this art shit, whatever it may be. If our passion and thing we love can make us a living, pay the bills, sign me up every day of the week, right? Every day of the fucking
100%.
week. So, Aura, man. Let me paint a scenario for you, all right?
All right,
2020,
man.
that's 5 years down the road, right? Where is 16 Aura gonna be? Where are we gonna be able to find him? What is he gonna be doing? To paint a little picture for the audience, man. 5 years.
It's a hard question to answer, man, because
I
I
know.
definitely like producer wise, I definitely see myself being at the top of the game. I don't see why I shouldn't be working with the top producers
I
and
agree.
artists. Um, as far as my artistry, it's just really a matter of me finding the time to do it and sticking with it. Like if I really want to be an artist, like then I will put my energy into it. If I start falling out of love or feel uninspired to do it, then I won't do it anymore. But if I do stick with my artistry and my beats throughout all those years, then I mean I should be, at the top of the game performing in goddamn Rolling Louds and shit like I should be going crazy, especially with the groups that I'm in, bro. I feel like everyone in there should be going crazy. So with the people I surrounded myself with, I feel like there's no reason why I shouldn't be, at the top, going crazy like a Benny X or some crazy shit like that. Like I really feel like I have what it takes to be at the top of the game. So
Yeah, I co-sign that statement. I don't see why there's a reason you should not be allowed to be, in those rooms with those people making the best music, some of the best music in the world, man. I really do believe that. So I can't wait to see what your career turns into. 16 over, ladies and gentlemen. One last question for you.
right.
What is your favorite song you've ever produced to date? Like what song do you hear and you're like, this is my favorite song like I've been a part of?
And you just threw me a crazy one.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
I know. There's so many to choose from. I'm just curious to what you think.
Hmm. Obviously, there's certain songs, like Bell and all them hold a special place in my heart. But I feel like one of the best. It's hard to pick my favorite. My
Take the
favorite,
sentimental
favorite.
value out of it
Uh,
though. Just
my favorite,
song.
favorite.
Just the song. You hear it, I listen to this shit all day.
Obviously, I'm gonna say "Signs of Being Crazy" has to be, right now the best song I have produced. But my favorite, really, to listen to, man, I fuck with Any Other Way by NWLX, man. That's one of my favorites. Like that beat is fucking one of a kind for real. Like shout out to the I forgot who, I think it was Smash Mouth. Yeah, Smash Mouth made that loop. Like that loop was crazy. I threw some drums on it and then Lex, did his thing. Like that's one of my favorite songs for real. That song. Signs of Being Crazy is up there too, though. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That any other
yeah.
way beat is insane though. I agree with you. That's a crazy fucking beat. That's a good chat for that. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, I don't even know. Honestly, I can't answer this. I can't even answer this question.
Yeah, I
That's
have so many songs that it's hard for me to like listen to them all consistently. Like like you'll name a couple songs and I'll be like, I know the song, but like I really don't know it. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I have like 150 produced songs. That's why I had to make two playlists. I wanted them to like my main songs. I wanted to be on my first playlist, and then I try to keep the. If you notice in my playlist, I try to keep the artists like segmented out. Like I have my
yeah,
dude
yeah, yeah.
Sipper,
hmm
then it was like Lex and like the villain had his own shit on there. Like I try to keep it like
It's fire.
organized.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. No, no,
yeah.
I definitely did see it organized. I appreciate that, man.
Mhm.
The attention to detail. It's fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So, Aura, man,
But
it's been an absolute pleasure, man, to have you on here. Please tell the people where can they find you and whatever else you'd like to plug.
man, I'm trying to get that 16 aura ad on Instagram, bro, but I can't get it yet. So
Bro,
on
tell me about it,
Instagram,
man. Tell me
on
about it.
Instagram it's prod 16 aura, YouTube 16 aura. That's pretty much all I'm really using right now. SoundCloud 16 aura. So that's where y'all can find me
Wait,
at.
what's your IG handle?
It's prod 16 aura.
Prod 16 words. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I would love to have like the expressions just Instagram handle. It doesn't even exist. Like whoever had it must have done something
Bro, the same
absolutely
for me.
terrible.
I looked the shit up.
It's
There's
not
no
there.
contact, or there's no 16 aura. And I was
Committed.
like, bro.
They
And you
must have
can't
done
like
some.
DM Instagram or anything or like say, yo, like, can I get this username? Like, that's just not happening.
That's kind of ridiculous though. You should be able to because especially like, even for the both of us, right? Where, you're a producer. When it would be really helpful when someone like saw 16 or on SoundCloud song, like, oh, he's fire. Like, who is he? Let me hit him up for like beats or something. And they look up
Mhm.
16 Aura, it doesn't exist. It'd be very helpful
Yeah,
for you to have that. And you'd probably pay money
100%.
for that. I'd pay money
Oh,
for
I would pay.
expressions.
I'd pay for that fucking
I
therapy
would pay
shit.
money for that. It's funny, Tally just bought the Tally the One username because he was like one of one Tally. He just bought it from the guy who randomly had Tally the One. And I'm like,
I mean,
bro,
his chances of finding that is like slim. Usually they won't fucking answer or some shit or
no,
inactive.
no,
Usually.
exactly. It's ridiculous. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, who is expression with three X's? Like, please help me. Who's 16 Aura? Find that motherfucker.
No, I
Regardless,
know.
16 Aura though, man. Give the people a closing statement. Anything else you'd like to say? Floor is yours.
Man, I just be yourself, man. Just I always push for people to find something that they love to do for a living. Some people think it's not possible, especially older people who have like, been sucked into a job for their whole life. But I feel like everybody should strive to find their purpose in life, should, become more conscious, become a more present human being, and just, try to raise your energy so you can attract and manifest the type of shit that you want to like experience in your life. And the secret to doing that is to become you got to become that person before you manifest it. You got to start working on your mind. You got to start controlling your mind. Meditation has helped me a lot with that. So I would advise everyone to meditate. Read the book The Power of Now. That book is really good for understanding the power of like having presence and what that can do for you. So I feel like everybody just needs to become more present, you know, raise their vibration, just be yourself and fucking spread love and positivity, man. That's all I got to say.
And beautifully said. 16 Aura, absolutely amazing. Everyone be present, man. Live in the moment. Future in the past doesn't really exist, and we're only right
Yeah.
here, right now. I
Mhm.
know 16 Aura knows that. But man, it really was a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on and just being real transparent, being honest about who you are. And I think a lot more people are gonna fuck with you even more because I know a lot of people do already. So again, or appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on,
I
man.
thank you for giving me I thank you for giving everyone a platform like this, man. We need someone like you in the underground. Like, bro, you're doing God's work right here, man. You're helping us all get ourselves out there when we don't have that type of coverage. So, we appreciate you very much, man.
Dude, that really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And it's exactly what you said is exactly what I'm trying to do. There's so many talented people like yourself who I just don't understand why nobody covers them or tries to talk to them. Like I've spent hours listening to your production, like songs of your production, hours,
Yeah.
literal hours, and you've impacted my life in a profound way. And it's the least I could do to give back to people who've been, impacting my life like that. So yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I really appreciate those words. 16 over,
Yeah.
one of the realest motherfuckers in the underground, ladies and gentlemen. You
Sir.
heard it here first.
Yes,
Or
sir.
again, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Thank you.
And to everybody listening to Expressions Podcast, thank you very much. And until next time.